VTuber slap. Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
The most controversial VTuber group. Do I know? Okay. I quickly glanced. I don't think this is about Vishojo. I think it's something about. I forgot how it's called. I forgot how the group is called.
So, VTubers. Yes, welcome back to the trough. I hope you aren't that malnourished. I think it's been around 2 months or something since
VTuber slap. Nom 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 nom.
nom 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 nom. I last talked about a virtual 3D.
To be fair, I'm so tired of talking about like the monopoly in gaming and like the censorship happening that I honestly watching VTuber slop is like a breath of fresh air for me right now.
Yes. Or 2D female. I say female because male VTubers are essentially, unfortunately, the support characters that have a single digit of screen time at this point, and the conclusion of their character is getting ganked off camera. Once again, you can't.
I'm sorry, I have to do this. Get the fuck off the screen. Get the get. Okay.
Can't name me 5 male VTubers in 10 seconds.
Zen, Zenipu, Zeni Bun Bun, Zeni Boo 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 Boo, Honey Bun, Babe, Just Honey, Baby. Yeah, I'm referring all to Zen.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm not waiting that long. I already know you can't name them.
Zen
But
Bae.
that's not me discrediting their efforts, but compared to their female
Oh, I
counter-
like this one. I always forget his name, but I like this one. He has a really good voice. Me and Zen actually do like his songs.
Yeah. Part, for one reason or another, probably due to the dual-wielded howitzers most have equipped.
And that dude from Niji Sanji, the one that only plays games.
Kazuha?
I like him. He's just like sitting playing games, minding his own goddamn business. He's like, whatever, I just want to play games.
I just want a game, bro.
Yeah, like I don't understand what the hell he's saying because it's purely in Japanese. I'm there to watch him play Valorant, Apex. Like I'm there for it.
Comes with the
And fighting games.
unfortunate side effect of a primary portion of your viewers testing the amount of friction they can generate from their cocktail sausage, whilst leveling up their one-handed skill, and probably developing a somewhat unhealthy parasocial relationship with said VTuber, only to be severely disappointed by the amount of times that one prophecy has come true. But yeah, most of the limelight tends to be on the female VTubers most of the time.
True.
However, despite only
No, there's like a VTuber that's really huge, like a male VTuber. What's his name? Shu? And Kenji. They're really huge. Mugen, yeah. There's a lot of huge male VTubers. So yeah, no. I do not agree that there's like no big male VTubers. There's quite a bit.
Rev,
Nox, yeah. Taiga. Let's not go into technicalities, as technically he's a femboy, he's still a boy. Yeah, we already said Nox. But there are much more female VTubers, yes. But me and Zen personally watch male VTubers because they're mostly focused on gaming and the topics we're interested, which is gaming.
yeah.
So me and Zen mostly would know male VTubers over female VTubers.
A short time ago being freshly introduced to this form of media, and initially thinking this would be a fad that quickly died out, before delving into the honor hole of hell and involuntarily being educated in all the eldritch horrors the VTubing community had to offer. I quite like VTubers now, even if saying that out loud shares the same feeling as consuming arsenic. I like VTubers and how far
Actually, I don't think watching VTubers is that bad. Like, I know I might come off a little bit biased, but we have a lot of viewers who never watched VTubers before us.
No, that's true.
And then they started watching us and they're like, oh, okay, VTuber. So VTubers are basically just like any other content creator, just with a VTuber model.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can say that, okay, VTubers have a lot of girlfriend-boyfriend experience and ASMR, but there's also just as many VTubers who just do normal content.
they've come from their early conception in the late 2010s. And this medium has been used as a vehicle for so many different unique avenues. You have AI VTubers.
Can you be nice to me again? I liked it better when you were nice to me.
Well, that's a shame because I'm not nice to you anymore. Nobody likes you anyway.
Okay, but like
Oh.
he created his own daughter and she roasted him.
No, that's fair.
So that's
valid.
kind of on him. Like he created the roasting monster.
Nobody likes you at all.
Fucking clanker. You have a range of VTubers that express themselves in their own art style.
I like
and
her. I don't remember her name, but I really like her. She is really cool.
personality.
Yeah, whenever like oh, Mint! I like Mint too. She's really cool too. I like Mint. She and Dokibird play a lot together. Maybe I know more VTubers than I thought. But I do like watching Mint and Dokibird play together.
Whoever left the footprints behind was barefoot. Oh, yeah. The prints are large and wide. Oh, yeah. Perhaps indicating they were left by a man. Aww.
Your VTuber
Okay, my defense. I never seen that clip and the I'ma shut up.
is pushing the technological boundaries and are constantly evolving. And then you have whatever the fuck this is.
Praise. Wow, beautiful. Wow, guys. Maybe there is a purpose to life outside of jerking my penis to Judy Hop's scap. Wow.
Bro, what?
Jesus was right.
Even the French
And this is why I watch Chibidoki. she'll look at a scene like this in a game and says shit about jerking a dick. I'll look at the Pokemon and right away say cock ring.
Same energy.
have their own
Yeah.
VTuber now, and they play War Thunder. What a double negative. Yes, I was wrong about VTubers initially. They aren't a passing fad. They are certainly here to stay and are only going to grow as the years go on, with more personalities, capabilities, and
Yep.
quite possibly more controversies. As in this
And also because of the fact that making your own model is so accessible more and more each year that payment and financial reasons are no longer in a way or a burden or even like a burden to become a VTuber anymore. Because for some time, the applications weren't that easily available. Learning how to use them weren't that easily available, but now anyone can become a VTuber because you don't even need money for that anymore.
Yeah.
This year alone, VTubing could not catch a break. It was one discombobulation after another. The VTubing community is going through its own Horus heresy right now in terms of events. You had the whole Cinder situation, Gura
yeah.
graduating due to complications with her agency.
Okay, but Gura graduating was a good thing for Gura and for her audience, though. She is way more regular with streams now. She has freedom of expression now, and she actually has fun streaming again. So I think Gura graduating, the only negative was for Hololive, but for her actual audience and for her, it was a huge plus.
Which left her fans more upset than, I don't know, being time bomb trolled on COD Zombies, only for her to come back shortly after, and more recently the whole implosion of the VTubing
Yeah.
agency VShoujo,
That was
one that was
big.
previously
The shoujo imploding is not something I expected.
That was not on the bingo card of this
N-
year.
not at all.
revered for being one of the best agencies that specialized in VTubing related entertainment with a range of successful talent. But it turns out
Just
there
think about this. Niji Ien outlasted VShoujo.
were only a few expired NDAs away from the horrible truth of the agency being revealed. From improper management and fund management, especially with money raised for charities, to treating the talent themselves quite poorly, which led to the prompt mass exodus of most of
Yep.
its talent and the
No,
ultimate
not most of them. Everyone left. VShoujo has no talent. VShoujo is done. It's shutting down.
to VShoujo, one of the few remaining bastions of the corporate VTubing world, and is another reminder that just because something looks
As for like, while Niji Ien is basically a beaten dog, Niji Japan is still huge, and I think people are forgetting that. So it is still Hololive. What's the one that Pippa is in?
The
Phase.
coffee one.
I think it's called Phase.
Okay.
So you have Hololive, you have FaZe, and you still have Niji, just Japan.
Highly functional and remarkable on the front doesn't mean the same thing can be said from behind the scenes, as we've learned a number of times in the VTubing community alone. But this video isn't about VShoujo or a VTubing agency at all. It is more about a COD Clan-like group of VTubers that seem to have found themselves in
is this
hot
one.
water, from simply the name of the group to the actions of the members, all of which after only formally existing for a few weeks now, and they have most certainly obtained the speedrunning world record for a number of potential career-ending controversies in such a short amount of time. But the one group I want to
This is bad.
Rough Zach says, so basically VTuber have just as much drama as other media. Yeah, pretty much.
I would go out on a limb and say VTubers have way more drama than normal content creators, and I'm talking about like very petty drama, like not outside of streaming drama over the internet, because the anonymity part. So because of a lot of anonymity in VTuber spaces, there's a lot more shit they can do and just rebrand under a different name and face. There's not exactly a lot of accountability happening.
wanted to talk about today is the VTubing group Vards.
I'm a good little piggy who eats from
Yes, that's the group's name.
a trough. Oink, oink, oink. I love my slop.
Now obviously naming your group Vards seemingly out of the gate would definitely expose you to some level of backlash.
Yeah.
I personally think the word they are insinuating here has been so overused, I'm somewhat desensitized at this point. It just doesn't hold the same weight it did 10 years ago, at least in my opinion. I personally would be more offended if somebody called me a homo habilis, but the word obviously does have a history to it as well, and people do get offended when it is used. But simply just the name wasn't the only reason people's heads turned at the sight of this newly formed group. The
I didn't even hear about them up until the drama happened.
group officially formed on July 9th, with 5 group members, and within the announcement tweet, they provide a short, basic description of their group, which was a female VTuber group currently comprised of 5 based anime girl VTubers who aren't afraid to speak their mind and go against what is deemed politically correct. Now, as I've said previously, politics is not my strong point. It's probably one of my lower stats alongside cardio, because fuck cardio, you can probably burn just as much calories weight training, and if not, fuck you anyway, I'm still not using the Stairmaster. But anyway, the definition of being politically correct was lost on
Okay.
me, but I quickly found out it basically meant to avoid being offensive in most ways, the more you know I guess. But out of the gate, it would appear this group had the goal of being as unapologetic and honest.
I noticed one of the VTubers has the Suika pre-made model. I wonder how Suika feels that one of her clients is involved in all this. I'm pretty sure she doesn't give a damn.
Nope.
So many VTubers use her pre-made model right now. Yeah, I'm really sure she doesn't give a damn. By the way, if you are planning to become a VTuber, it's better if you buy first like a customizable pre-made model and not just tank in thousands of dollars.
Yeah, because you don't know if you'll like it or not.
Yeah, first check out if it's for you before you tank in all your savings into it.
Themselves as possible, but the reason this announcement seemed to turn a lot of heads and cause somewhat of a stir in the VTuber community, to the point where the tweet went viral, but not just because of the name of the group. It was down to some of the participants of the group and their activities. In hindsight, the first tweet was probably a warning. The first, probably most alarming feature of the group is the fact that one of them is a version of Hatsune Miku that self-identifies as a member of a not-so-nice German party during the event of World War II, and I don't know if YouTube lets me say the word, but they are openly a Nazi, and I think at this point they aren't joking about this, and are doing this unironically.
I thought this was a PR thing. Like I genuinely, not PR thing, but I thought this was an attention thing. I didn't think the person was serious about it. Huh, okay.
Ironically at this point, at least to my knowledge, unless they're playing the long game of 4D chess, which is a terrible game, and their VTuber avatar is Hatsune Miku dressed in full SS gear and going.
That looks nothing like Hatsune Miku.
Nope.
Not even close. Like, Even if you change Hatsune Miku's hair color, it looks nothing like that.
By the name Nachisu Miku, and sharing most of the rhetoric that one would expect from someone identifying as a Nazi.
Listen up, you filthy
Okay.
Oh my god. Are you No, I get why people hate VTubers. Yeah, I get it.
I get it now.
Yeah, I get it.
Take a Q-tip for once in your goddamn life and clean your fucking ears. And listen up. We got a sound.
Is she using voice changer?
Well, it has to.
I mean, if you're gonna be rage baiting to this level, at least grow some balls. Might be a dude. I don't know. What's really baffling me is like this person's like barely like whispering and trying to act all tough and edgy. That's why I like grow
Bruh.
some balls.
At this point, they're just a lol cow, yeah?
I see this person as a local, yeah.
Send all the niggas back to Africa.
Oh my god.
Total death. F all you stupid niggas. I want
This is disgusting.
Holy crap, what the hell?
you out of my country.
With many controversial tweets, and some are just straight up posts.
What the hell? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I know there's a lot of people who hate my guts because I talk about DI infusion in games and because I talk about censorship. There's a lot of people that hate my guts.
Yep.
But you honestly, like, and those people usually compare me to people like this. Like, and I kid you not, the amount I've seen people compare me to people like this, your mind is gonna be blown. Yeah, I skipped that part.
Templars meme.
German boy, don't join the Black Templars!
Oh mein Gott, der Codex Astartes ist
Ein Bunch of Bullscheiße.
She does in fact
Okay.
clarify later on as a Nazi she doesn't agree with killing people, but she does agree
Darwin is saying you're definitely cringe, but not that cringe. Motherfucker, you watch our streams every single day, and you wanna say it's because of cringe.
Like, I like this kind of cringe, I just don't like that kind of cringe.
with everything else and Nazi ideology, and clarifies she is not joking. And she also goes on to defend some of her other members, saying she is the only one that believes this line of thinking, and just because she's in a group of people does not mean they fully believe the same thing she does, simply due to association, and that they all believe things differently but can still
While I do not believe in blame by association, I feel like there's an extent, right? When you are, for example, telling publicly that someone needs to be ethnically cleansed, and like you have friends who are around you who say, "Oh yeah, I don't support what this person says, but like we're besties."
coexist together, which I assume is to deter people thinking that the other members are Nazis as well, and that they don't believe exactly what she believes, which was sort of proven true a bit later on. But yeah, we got a Nazi VTuber before a
Guilty by association tends to be the reaction to all drama happened to Fillian. Okay, so what happened to Fillian is not guilty by association. What happened to Fillian was some idiot who is jealous that she's getting more views, getting their panties in a bunch. Okay, so for people who don't know what happened recently, Fillian got raided by a Russian VTuber who allegedly supports the specific kind of troops in Russia that are going after Ukraine. And again, it's alleged, I haven't looked into it yet. Fillian got raided by that VTuber on Twitch while Fillian was doing an IRL collab with another VTuber, IRL, where they were using full body tracking and playing musical chairs, okay? All Fillian did was say thank you for the raids, say thank you everyone for being so nice and welcoming, and ask them to speak in English since they don't have a Russian mod. And she was very nice and polite, like any person has to be when they are raided. She said a couple Russian words like da and suka blyat, and she expressed that she would like to know more words in Russian. That's it. And now the company that used to support VTuber awards decided to make a stink because Fillian got raided and was polite about it. They decided to pull themselves out of the VTuber awards, saying that Fillian supports Russia doing that to Ukraine because she was polite to a raid of someone she doesn't know.
How is she even supposed to know all these VTubers in the world?
Exactly.
You really can't.
Especially from a whole different country where you don't even share a language.
VTuber that is just pure foreskin. Wouldn't have imagined it. As said before, this group got a lot of attention overnight, primarily due to the name of the group and one of them being a Nazi, but they were pushed to the forefront of discussion in the VTubing community just from their announcement tweet alone, which may have been their intention.
Again, I haven't seen a single video on them, believe it or not, but I don't actually sit and watch VTuber drama.
Yeah.
Even though people categorize us as drama channel. We're a slop channel. Get it right, goddammit.
You get it right, we're slop.
From the start, as their group has stated in the past, stating with this group they intend to push social norms, which they have seemingly succeeded with fresh out of spawn. They received both backlash and some degree of support with an increase in viewership across most of their channels from this, but then again we've only talked about just one member. What about the other people a part of the group? The other members are Kami Kurai, Sure1 Kitsune Nines, and Saturn Senshi. First you have Akemi, who initially debuted on October.
So this is the one I meant. The model was made by Suika. It's a pre-made model which you can heavily customize. And people are also releasing their own quote-unquote patches to customize her even more. Through all this like dirt, I just want to point out something really good.
Okay.
It's just really amazing what Suika did.
Who initially debuted on October 13th, 2023, and is a vampire cat who had some restrictions applied to their Discord account after breaking the rules, which I've personally never seen before. They are seemingly the leader or the founder of Vards, and as said before, just because they're in a group with Red Miku, it doesn't mean they share the same ideology as they stated themselves. But once again, as they warned in their first tweet announcing the group, they all mostly do the same thing. Most of them have opinions and controversial takes, with many labelling them transphobic, homophobic, and racist, and have angered one group.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like, what Akemi said, I'm not gonna read it out. What, Kitsura 9 says,
What the hell,
what Shiro
bro?
said. Wow. Wow. What Saturn said. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cannot wait for when I upload the video, people being like, oh, you're just a snowflake about humor. Where's the humor here?
Group or another,
be
but
messed
that
up.
is essentially VTards, who are probably the most controversial VTubing group as of right now. If we were ranking them, they would probably be in Grandmaster by now, and they have most certainly achieved their goal of pushing against social norms with the amount of discourse they've caused, just in the VTubing space alone. Obviously, the only reason they are seeing so much attention is due to that controversial nature as a group, and without that, with the thousands of VTubers
No,
that
wait. I remember when like it hugely exploded. Also, is this a... Why does this look like Silver Veil? Anyway.
that exist, it would be hard for them to stand out individually, or even as a group. And if they intended this or not, this has put them in the spotlight as of right now, even though they've only existed for around a month, and there's a possibility it's just very successful rage bait, and they might not believe
Oh shit, my bad.
what they preach. But even with this group only existing within a short time frame, it would already see some internal fighting.
Or maybe he will mention it. The
So
internal
as said,
fighting.
after only existing at most a week, the group already had their own infighting, which was somewhat confusing to say the least, and led some people to assume the group was already crumbling apart. The conflict mainly centered around Shiro, who is a dog girl VTuber that debuted in July 18th, 2023. Now the thing with Shiro was she was a bit different from the rest. No, people still thought she was just as controversial as the other members, but apparently they were different in the way where they were the only one that thought the whole Red Miku thing was a little joke, a little whimsical comedy if you will, and they thought everything
I mean, yeah, like, wouldn't that be like a natural instinct being like, there's no way this person is serious, right?
Red Miku was doing was satirical at best, which you would think before joining the group you would confirm such a thing, or at least learn a bit more about the people you are in a group with beforehand, but it seems the group and some of its members may have been just slapped together with duct tape, with some members not fully knowing each other, but that's just my game theory. But Shiro,
This is like asking for a disaster, slapping people together who don't even know each other. This is just asking for drama. Especially in the VTuber scene, where you have people constantly having fights with each other, the ones that even knew each other for years.
no longer wanted to be a part of the group after only a few days from their official debut tweet, but it doesn't end there, because for some reason they continue to talk about the situation when the following probably could have been handled privately, no matter the reputation of the group, and all hell proceeded to break loose, even though it probably already did once again, Red Miku. But even though Shiro could have left things there, said her piece and moved on, she continues by providing screenshots of Discord DMs between her and Miku where they would...
Wow.
Okay. This is kind of like a rule in content creation. It's like a waiting game. Who's gonna be the rat who will leak the DMs first? It's like a staring contest, but with DM leaks.
seemed to be having a disagreement which would start a conflict labelled on Twitter as the Red Miku versus Lolicon conflict, where they were discussing an artist that made some real...
There we go. It was about Lolicon. I swear to God, it's like it always ends up on the same topic.
really weird images of Anya from Spy X Family, and that's the nicest way of saying it, and
okay, that's weird. That's artwork of Anya. Isn't she like 7, 6? That's kind of weird.
Miku had a problem with it, of which Shiro disagrees with them, and they remind them that they agree with Nazi ideology, but this is where they draw the line. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why they would leak these DMs except for worrying that they would...
I do think it is kind of ironic. It's like the person is like talking all tough and like that publicly, but the anime lolly stuff is too far. It's like a really weird line in the sand for people like that. Okay.
Be used against them later on, but it proceeds to continue with the rest of the group siding with Miku and ultimately Shiro leaving, and they uploaded a newer version of their group art without her, and what happens next is basically high school level drama, so prepare yourself. Saturn makes a tweet basically saying they wish them the best, of which Shiro responds. The leader Akami apparently was talking bad about Shiro after she left, of which Akami...
Wait. Hold on. No. I'm gonna read it. Leaving drama where where it is wish best for Shiro and her future endeavors. Don't send hate towards her, please. Thank you. Shiro responds with, Akemi herself is talking behind my back, lying, bringing up my past, trying to make everyone hate me. If Saturn is seeing this and not speaking up about it, I don't know. Okay.
Of which Akami responded by saying,
I didn't say anything negative about you until I learned that you said poop behind my back and brought up my relationship in your voice chat. I am not lying about anything either. Everything I'm saying is either factual or my personal thoughts, but not lies. By Akemi.
Saying, you did it first. And then Shiro attacked.
I told my community not to talk about you or harass you. You were briefly brought up in the voice chat by the people there. Thanks for spying, by the way. You already know this, so I don't know why you're twisting it. I didn't talk poopy about you. You, on the other hand, cannot keep my name out of your mouth. And screenshot of Akemi saying she was pregnant at some point but had a miscarriage, I think. She's turning 21 this year, by the way.
The hell?
What is this?
No, no way this is real.
Catches a screenshot where Akami is talking about her personal life. After Shiro told her own fans not to do anything to the other members start to...
Okay, Akemi. Okay, starts. What is that word? Oop. Then plays victim and now backs out of it. They cry out in pain as they strike you. What? Until I start feeling little better. I'm going to uninstall Twitter. My schedule will still be posted to my Discord and I still stream, but I have major depression and really need a break. Take this as a surrender. I don't care. I just need some time in reality. Okay. 9 is saying it's only okay when I play victim. Okay. Go retweeting Shiro. I've seen enough of 30-year-olds acting like teenagers. LOL. Recording herself. Not threatening to harm yourself for attention, not involving yourself in petty drama. Okay?
It's on her as well. And then Akami goes on to talk about how Shiro talked.
Your comments regarding me are rude and condescending. This is not the first time you have made a passive-aggressive and rude comment about my BPD. You think I'm not a decent person? I thought I could help her and be a voice of reason, but she won't listen. I have known Akemi for months, but you never tried to actually get to know me or talk to me. You didn't try to help me. We barely ever spoke, especially one-on-one. Don't try to have some moral high ground and pity for me. I do not hate you, but this rubs me the wrong way. If you are part of a community, do not harass her or send her hate. Okay.
Wow.
What is this? A freaking soap opera? She. Oh my god. Yeah, this is messy, messy, messy.
Badly about her BPD, and yeah, I'm fucking done at this point. It's basically like Chinese whispers. The fallout at this point was Shiro left. People kind of laughed that the VTuber group was over, of which it wasn't. It's still running to this day, only one person left.
8 days since they posted this, and they're already breaking apart.
That is pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Hey, but wait. They outlasted Concord.
True.
They outlasted Concord. By golly, they made it. Soap opera is crazy. Honestly, the last time I've seen this kind of drama is a soap opera. Yeah, like a proper telenovela. So they don't know each other beforehand. Then who created the group? Apparently, Akemi did, but I don't know.
Follows it up saying that muting this not as a statement but for my own mental health. Please remember that behind the screen is a real person just like you. Think about that before you respond to people, which, God, the fucking irony, audacity, I don't even know. But the fact that you say this, think about that before you respond to people. There are real people behind the screen. You, of all people, are saying that.
People found it funny that for a group that was supposed to be...
You join a group called and got pressed when one of them talk down on to you about your BPT. You absolutely cannot make this poop up.
So based or controversial would have their feelings hurt by someone talking about their BPD, with people expecting their tolerance to be somewhat higher. But in the current day, things have changed. Red Miku got banned off Twitter as of right now, and then just promptly made a new one. Akami was getting a lot of friends.
Wait, isn't that ban evasion? If you get banned and you make a new account. Okay, the more you hate on me, try to take away my sponsorships, try to get me banned, and try to silence me, the more you prove that I am right. Each unaliving thread, our word thread, and dog's thread makes me feel happier and more secure in the decision I made to be on the side that I am. Keep seething, keep barking, keep projecting. I don't think it's the same thing.
So they protected their accounts.
Like, I had people tell me that I don't deserve to be alive because of my ethnicity. I think that is the level where it's like, yeah, you're wrong. Or like, because I speak about like badly made games or bad practices in gaming, I was told they got wind of my like bad health and they said, oh yeah, like you won't be alive for long anyways. Which, by the way, bitch, my health conditions don't stop me from living up until my old age.
That just proves that they don't know, that they don't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So you have to follow to see her tweets, which obviously you shouldn't do. You shouldn't fight fire with fire, especially if you disagree with these people in this group. But the group is functioning just as normal. They only lost one person.
Okay, so they didn't completely disband. It's just one person left. So they are 100% outlasting the 2024 games.
In conclusion, the forming of such a group was going to eventually happen anyway, and you've also had individual VTubers.
Speaking of Gunpei, someone did buy the model. Remember I said she's selling the model? Someone did buy the model and completely rebranding under the model.
Really?
Yes, she bought all of it. And she's an active... So, if you see someone stream with the Gunpei model, keep in mind this is not Gunpei. It's someone who bought the model from Gunpei knowing that this who Gunpei is. Do not harass that person. Drama is drama. It's a VTuber thing. It's how interested in generated on social media in general. Well, Lucian, that explains why me and Zen are not growing then, huh? I have a lot of people who genuinely wish I wouldn't exist because of my stances on games.
On the same level in the past. VTubing is a vehicle anyone can drive nowadays. It's probably a lot easier to be a VTuber now than it has ever been. There's countless artists out there that will create you a model for extortionate prices, and countless pieces of software made to now...
Or can pay $200 a month, not a month, $200 a year for all the software to make your own model. $200 for the whole year, compared to multiple grand for one model. That's what I'm doing. And plus, you can also make your model for free, Vroid.
Aid you in VTubing, whereas around the start, most of this didn't exist, and thanks to this, you now have a range of VTubers that without these facts also wouldn't exist, especially in the case of indie VTubers. VTubing has evolved and got so popular to the point where, yeah, you are going to start seeing things like this, because that is relatively normal when a form of media gets so popular and easily accessible to do it yourself. And gatekeeping this medium won't help either. In regards to VTads, I may be crazy, but they are nowhere near done. I think some people are even requesting to join the group, but they are still going, and who knows?
I'm absolutely not surprised, because right now, content creation and even VTubing, which used to be niche, it's not niche anymore. It's so super saturated that a lot of people are trying to like get eyes on themselves by shock effect. It's the garnishing the fast notoriety and doing like the shock element, which makes people talk about them, so they grow a lot faster. But the question is, once they grow a year from now, is this the community they'll continue harboring, or will they try to slowly pivot? Like, for example, I've seen some VTubers who were in the same niche as me, like heavily criticizing like how the games are being developed and stuff like that, but now they're pivoting from that into they just want to be like any other. Now that they really fast grew, they want to pivot into regular VTuber content, like just like sitting playing games, not commentating, not doing like reacts, none of that. They just want to do only like hanging out and playing games now. Is that what they're going for? Like, are they trying to garnish notoriety and then convert that so it's easier to grow from that point later on?
Joke's on you, we do both.
Yeah, we do both. We commentate and we play games. Like, for example, what was the voting thing? Diablo 3?
Looks like Diablo 3 one, yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're playing Diablo 3. Fitting
We'll
a
have to
niche
download.
that people seek, yeah. There could be really bad actors. That too, yeah, absolutely.
They might grow fast, but a group like this would definitely eat itself from inside out. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we saw it already.
But you see, the thing is, even if a group eats themselves from inside out, they already have something that starting VTubers don't have. They already have notoriety, and they already have even, let's say 90% of their viewer base leaves after they decide to be like a cozy VTuber, right? And 90% leave. They still have a way bigger audience from the get-go than any starting VTuber. So they already have that leverage.
Yeah, we fly high. Check it.
Spread my wings high, reach the sky. Feathers in the wind, never asking why. I'm a bird, motherfucker, I'm a bird. Soaring high, yeah, that's the word. Flying free like you never heard.